Hey there! In today's video I'm going to show you how to create this animation in Blender. With what I'm going to teach you here you can make other animations like this one. But before that I just want to let you know that my 3D logo design course in Blender, Affinity Designer and Photoshop is now available on my Gumroad page. The link in the description of this video. Now let's go to Blender. Let's start by pressing Shift A and we're going to add a text object. Press the letter R, X and 90 to rotate the text in the X axis. Now go to the text properties, we need to align it to the center. I'm going to use another font, so let's go over here to font and I'm going to select this font. Now we can go to the geometry tab and we're going to make an extrusion of 0.1. Let's change it to 0.08 or maybe 0.05. Alright. Now we're going to activate the wireframe by clicking here on wireframe. As you can see, the wireframe as it is at the moment is not useful for us to animate the typography. So let's go to modifiers. I'm going to add a remesh modifier. Press on sharp. Deactivate, remove, disconnected. And in depth, we're going to add 8. As you can see, this is what allows us to generate a uniform wireframe that will let us deform the letters correctly. Press right click, convert to, and we're going to press mesh, since we need to convert it from curve to mesh. As you can see, the modifier has already been applied here. I'm going to turn off the wireframe and we're going to enter edit mode with the tab key. Now press the letter A to select everything. We need to separate all the letters. Press the letter P and we're going to select by loose parts. That way, if we exit edit mode, we can see that each letter is a separate object. Let's select all the letters. We press Ctrl A and apply all the transformations. Now let's move on to the front view. Select the Move tool and we're going to activate the option to affect only the origin. We're going to select each letter and we're going to move its origin to the center of each of them. We need to keep the origin at the bottom. Let's go with the letter E. Select the letter and move the origin to the center. We repeat the action with the letter X. And finally with the letter T. Now with all the origins centered on each letter, we're going to deactivate the option here. And with this we have the letters ready to start with the animation. I'm going to drag this up a little bit to make room. We're going to change this to 80. And I'm going to zoom in on the timeline. We're going to start in frame 30. We select the letter T. Now go to the properties and we're going to start the animation with the location of the letter in the Z axis. We're going to add 0 in frame 30. Add a keyframe. Now go to frame 15 and add 0.6, maybe 0.4, and add a keyframe. Go to frame 0 and we're going to add -1.5 and another keyframe. Let's see the movement of the letters so far. In this case, I have a linear animation. We need to work on the animation curves. Let's press Ctrl Tab to enter the graph editor, as you can see here, to edit the animation curve. Press View, Frame All, to frame all the keyframes. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. We're going to select all the keyframes, press the letter T to change the interpolation to Bezier. We're going to select this keyframe, press the letter S and X to scale it, like this. And now do the same with this one. And for the middle one, press S and X, and we're going to increase its size. And now we can see the result of the animation of the letter with the changes that we have done to the curve. Let's go to frame 30 again. This time we're going to animate the rotation on the Z-axis. Let's add 0 and add a keyframe. Then go to frame 0 and add 180 degrees and add another keyframe. This is the result we get with the rotation. Let's continue with the animation of the letter. Let's go to modifiers, and we're going to add a simple deform modifier. Select bend and the y-axis. If we change the angle, we see how the letter is deformed. Now we're going to add 45 degrees. Make sure you are at frame 30, and we're going to add a keyframe. Go to frame 15, and we're going to add minus 45, add another keyframe, and then go to frame 0, add 45, and add another keyframe. Now we can see the result so far. And for the bounce effect at the end, we need to do an increment of 5 frames. Change this value to minus 45 divided by 2. Add a new keyframe. Now let's move forward 4 frames. Change the value to 22.5 divided by 2 and add another keyframe. Let's move forward, this time 3 frames. Change this value to minus 11 divided by 2, add another keyframe, and we move ahead 3 frames and change this value to 0 and add another keyframe. Let's press here in normalize, press view and frame all. I'm going to turn off the location animation curve for the moment, so that only the modifier curve remains visible. We're going to select the first 3 keyframes of the curve. We're going to press the letter T and change its interpolation to Bezier. We're going to scale this one on the x-axis. Let's increase the size of the middle one, and this one I'm going to rotate it a little bit. Let's play the animation to see the result so far. Alright, now let's go to frame 30, and we're going to add another modifier, another simple deform. But this time we're going to use twist on the z-axis. If we change the angle, we can see the effect of the twist. Let's change the angle to 0 and add a keyframe. Let's go to frame 0, add 180 degrees to the angle and add another keyframe. And with that, we have completed the animation of the letter. We just need to copy the animation data to the rest of the letters. I'm going to select all the letters, make sure that the last one is the animated letter, press Ctrl L, and we're going to select Link Animation Data. This allows to transfer the animation of the letter T to the rest of the letters. If we play the animation, we see how the rest of the letters have the animation of the location and rotation. Now we need to transfer the animation coming from the modifiers. With all the letters selected, press Ctrl L once again, and we're going to press Copy Modifiers. And now we have all the letters correctly animated. The only thing that we would need to complete the animation would be an offset to separate the animation of the letters in the timeline. Select all the letters and all the keyframes, press the letter N, and we're going to use a free add-on called Commotion. Here we can see the offset option. To install it, go to Edit, Preferences. Once you have downloaded the add-on, you can press Install, select the file, and it will show just like this. Activate it, close the window, and we can go now to Offset to set a value of 3, and you can sort it by name. Let's press Offset Animation. Let's play the animation. This is not the result expected because there is a step that I forgot to mention. Let's select the text, each of the letters, go to Object, Relations, make single user, and select Object Animation. If we play the animation, we are not going to see any difference yet, because we need to perform the offset operation again. Let's go here, press Offset Animation, and as you can see, we have the desired result. Following the same process, you can achieve animations like the one you see on the screen. If this tutorial was useful to you, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like this video. I'll see you on the next one.